What's going on, everyone? Giant Opinions. Some breaking Giants news. The Giants have drafted Bryce Eldridge, a two-way player out of high school. The second year in a row, Farhan Zaidi, Giants GM slash executive, has drafted a two-way player. So this is interesting. It seems like the Giants are looking for their version of Shohei Ohtani. At least that's my first opinion. But when you take a deeper dive into Bryce Eldridge as a prospect, I mean, this guy truly had amazing high school numbers and on the USA baseball team for his age class. I was reading about him, and he had a 1.3 or a 1.30 ERA pitching, which is unbelievable. And then his batting average, I think it was above the 300s, where he can hit home runs. And here's the thing, Bryce Eldridge has the build of Shohei Ohtani, which I think is very, very interesting. And maybe the Giants are getting inspired by Shohei's antics for being the best player in baseball right now, because Bryce Eldridge is 6'7". Some places have him as 6'8". So this guy is a freak. He's massive. Obviously he pitches, and when he doesn't, he plays first base. So I feel like that's interesting how he plays first base. He definitely has enough on his body. He's a very strong guy to play first and platoon with pitcher. I think that's very fascinating. Instead of just having him in the outfield or play shortstop like normal, no, this guy has the build of a first baseman and also a pitcher, which is very unique in my opinion. But he's young. He's coming out of high school. Same with Reggie Crawford, I think, in last year's draft too. They're both out of high school. But the upside is here. This guy can be an elite pitcher. In his high school numbers, I'm pretty sure he had over 35 more strikeouts than innings pitched. So he's got strikeout stuff. And he can hit home runs. He's got a lot of pop. He can hit for average. He can take walks. I mean, this guy can truly be something great, at least based on his high school numbers. Now, obviously, is he going to pan out to be Shohei Ohtani? There is no guarantee at all. Is Shohei just a one-off? Who knows? But here's one thing for sure, is that the Giants are trying to find a two-way player. And here's a little bit of logic maybe for why the Giants are picking two-way players. Shout out to my friend Kai for telling me this, because, wow, put it into perspective. The chance of a player turning into a full two-way player and being that successful at the MLB, it's relatively low. Is there a chance? Yeah, there is. But is it most likely going to happen? The answer is no. But there is a high chance that the player will work out at either one of their positions, right? So whether they'll work out as just a pitcher and they'll eventually drop hitting, or they're a better hitter and they drop pitching. So I think that's an amazing perspective to look at this draft pick from. And same with any other team who drafts a two-way player, including the Reggie Crawford pick from last year's draft. So hopefully you set on that, because I think that's an amazing perspective. And that's why I love this draft pick as a Giants fan. And yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to hope for him to be Shohei Ohtani. That is the big boom potential with a guy like Bryce Eldridge. But he could also be a safe player. I mean, if he just works out as a hitter, then it's a great draft pick too. It's like, so what? He was a two-way player in high school. He found something, and he excelled at that, and he stuck to it. So let me know what you think, Giants fans or just baseball fans in general. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.